and that's exactly what I broke. Like, not even taking it back. I just might forget when I'm talking about it for the 10th millionth more fucking times. If that made any sense. Yeah, my back is really sore because I just did the dishes. And I cleaned up the bathroom a little bit, washed the toilet, changed the garbage in there. And it's a halfway point because it takes 6 years for an inner pelvis of the hip to understand in a female that it's even relocated. But it heals without it even acknowledging it. So you'll be kind of weary of your hips after another 6 years after the 6 years. You'll be like, okay, well, hopefully I don't break my hips again. Most likely won't crash a fucking plane like that. Maybe when I'm really fucking old, right? Well, anyway, no, I have not stopped fighting war. It's just we've won seniority and we pick the easier trips and take along people that need an easier trip with us. So sometimes there's a lot of fucking like scrapping, like fighting. Like not fisticuff, they would be arrested. I'd get them fucking flown on the first fucking helicopter. I'd be the tough guy. Oh yeah, don't fucking beat each other up. You're out in the middle of fucking nowhere being hunted. And Angry Cops is like on a delay schedule, and I'm like fucking zillions of years behind. Because we don't want to talk about it. There's some things like the sandals that is really cool, and hunting a goat, making basically wizard staffs is what the fuck I said they were. Because they're like swirled goat leather, and like handles, like pointed end. There was also a knife, because the wood was so hard. We never thought we would ever make it back the one trip that we did that. Hunted the goat. No. We couldn't find the right location. There was a picture on the map, and we're like all these journalists and explorers made maps, and we're like, well, it looks like it, and we'd set the location, hike 1,500 fucking miles, just to be like, oh, we gotta go back. Yeah, that's when my stomach stopped working and stopped digesting properly, and it still doesn't digest properly sometimes. That's why I'm like huge on the fucking, what is it? Habanero. It's right there. Habanero pepper once in a while. Just in my soup. Do, do, do. 3 little drops. Because it will make your stomach digest again in my case. And if it doesn't, then it's back on dialysis. Back on the fucking meds. Back in the hospital. Good thing like there's a pivotal team there. Yeah, starting with this guy, like in my eyes, the way I noticed it, there's this guy with a Goliath tattoo on his arm. The whole entire sleeve. That's the good team. Like that's the team that's like, were you wanting a toothbrush? Like you probably were. And I'm like, yeah, for like days now. And then like, yeah. Like it's just a little thoughtful to say something to else too. I can't talk that much. I don't blame you. I don't hate you if you're not part of the fucking Goliath team. Like I can't even like I don't have energy to make it through a day without a nap anymore. But what was the pivotal thing to tell me that the trip isn't even in the textbook yet? Oh, angry cops crying about his wife having a fucking baby. He's a kid just like me, yeah. I remember when my dad dubbed us into the armed forces together. We used to hang out like every fucking weekend, every day. But we didn't know who each other were. Like, we couldn't figure each other out. He was like, you kids feel the weather the way that you're supposed to. I guess you're going. And we're like, he's like, you're going to go be soldiers and officers if you can make it to officer for this war. You have to go kill people. We're like, yay! And we're like, oh no, did we really just cheer about killing people? Because we didn't think we understood the Bible either. And my dad's like, yes, you do, as much as we can these days. I don't feel the weather properly anymore. Maybe I do. It's like 1 degree out there, +1. It's dark, so it doesn't have the sunlight heat. It's very gloomy. It's raining. And I have the window cracked and the door cracked just so the dogs can come in and go out. I think Tundra's like either the toughest dog in the world or being too tough because she is piddling. She like squirt piss on my hand. She got up and it was on her tail, I think. It was like, she always pisses and it's bloody. Like she's being too tough showing off for the puppy. It's probably what the fuck is going on. Her hormones, and that's the dog's hormones, is direct indication from the outside in to the inside out. I still don't understand the fucking guy. Like, yeah, I can hold a conversation. I don't think I could anymore on my part. I don't think I can hold a conversation online. I get so tired. It feels like I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. It's the nerve in my elbow. When they had to do the spine tap the second time, they go through your elbows instead of big fucking bar needles in your back. They go in your elbows and they're like, oh shit. They like woke me up a little bit. They're like, you do have nerve damage in your elbow. I was like, I thought I did. Does it always sound like that? Am I crazy or is it that loud in here I don't hear the fucking dishwasher? Oh, it's not. It's nothing. Now it sounds normal. It's just changing direction of water and it sounded like everything I put in there was loose. We are that fucking loud. I kind of like it like that. Oh, and people with my mom being moody and Courtney not being that smart. Fuck off. Because Courtney was like, an honest question, when the old windows were in there and it was double pane ancient windows, and they were damp on the inside of the window when it was raining. It would slip through the panes and it'd make it damp. And she said, do I have to replace the wall when it have water got into it? And I was like, no, surprisingly it just didn't. They weren't rotten for long enough to be fully rotten through. She's like, nobody ever stupid. And everyone harassed me about being her friend. We're cousins at that. Yeah, Olsen is another way of saying Burkett. Yeah, me and Ryan were always cousins too, but I didn't know that at first. This guy fucking loves me, man. That's what it was like. Just ecstatic over the fucking hills. I have a bit of a fucking wig that the windows are gonna get broken. I don't like people working and I don't like to work, but I'm going stir crazy because I'm not working a job that's tough enough. Surgery is fucking beyond hard. I can't believe I can even do it. Like, lots of it, you're standing. Okay. Well, anyway, Melena, my Auntie Melena, came over and was laughing her ass off, like, a long time ago, because this was a long time ago. And Kobe was tired from raising kids, a long time ago. And he's still fucking happy with those kids, but he didn't understand that we were just at a party over at my cousin John's. And I put our Auntie Melina's number, she's a second cousin too, into his phone for him because he wanted to message her so he can make it back in time for when the trucks were doing the dune buggy thing. They're going around like dirt piles, and like you could jump certain dirt piles and you had to get the right one. And they all look like weird. It was hard to tell. It was one of those fucking parties. Big monster truck party, but not the massive monster truck. I don't know what they're called. Some kind of party. The redneck party. And his new wife was like, who is the Mullane? How do you pronounce it? He's like, I don't know who that is. And he's all confused. And I told him, oh, it's probably Melina from that party. He's like, Melina. Oh, is it spelt wrong? I'm like, Mlenie. Melina. He's like, we're French? I was like, you're tired. I'm sorry. Did she get mad at you? No, she was just wondering because it's a hard name to understand. I was like, oh. Yeah, she comes over, she's laughing. She's like, I'm such a fucking shithead or something like that. She's like, Colby's so fucking polite. I was just laughing my ass off at how much he just spent some time with me, being nice to me, and didn't even realize who it was because my name's spelled French. I bought Melina a house. Yeah, we just don't talk about it. Well, I don't even get to see her that often. I bought her a house in Williams Lake. And put her daughter on, like, exponential fucking rape kit medical. Because she was being threatened a lot since she was a little kid. And she kind of had an eating disorder because everyone called her fat. And then I said the wrong thing, so I just apologized to her that it's Latin. And she's like, oh, you're speaking Latin. Then what do you mean? I'm like, don't lose weight. She's like, then why'd you say that I could lose weight? I'm like, well, you could without hurting yourself, but you have to gain it back in a reasonable time. She's like, I still don't understand that. And she was like 7. And I was playing rugby in Williams Lake. I fucking love you, kid. It's hard, I know. I don't understand native all the time either. It's like, oh yeah, like I do get it, but it's a bit bigger of a thought because it is our native language. It's a bit bigger of a thought than Latin, or like French and like English. That's how it plays with my brain, the blood flow in my brain. Well, yeah. I thought of a million things to do today until my back was sore. And it probably was that I needed Tylenol last night and I didn't think of it. It's probably from the chest surgery, the pain seeping down. Because it wasn't even acid reflux now, I was trying to tell you that. Weird pain, everyone's sick of the weird pains, everyone's sick of the acid reflux, everyone's sick of the sloppy drooling, and everyone's sick of the hiccuping and burping. I know. But I broke my freaking chest like 2 years before I got surgery on it. I just hang out with Billie Eilish in California. Yep. Because coming home from the Middle East, California is a good staging down from how fucking hot it is when you're hiking in the fucking Middle East. So I'd go, and she sews her own clothes, and she's fucking phenomenal. So everything she wears is her brand. That's old news, but it's good news. And like California was fucking cold compared to the Middle East. And they're all like mealy, and I didn't have money for the spa. That's where my bitterness of the spa came from. I was like, and when she came up to Canada to visit, she took the plane with me, and I was like type 1 diabetic and going through all the atmospheres that you go through from California to Prince George. You don't want to eat sugar on the plane, just alcohol. So I was smashed. I was probably talking her fucking ear off and then falling asleep like this. True story, bro.